Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 116.
Let me look. Yep.
Yep, 116. And eventually, we're just going to throw out random numbers because can't count that high. Joining me, as always, Daniel. Never really.
What's up, Connor? I need to make an addendum for last week. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what that word means exactly, but
I need to make an apology. I'll say.
okay.
I was wrong.
Fancy words on me.
I admit I was wrong. Simple and Clean is one of the greatest video game songs of all time.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I knew you'd come around.
And my addendum comes from the fact that first version of the song that you hear, like in the intro of Kingdom Hearts 1, is honestly a bad version of that song, and they shouldn't have
It's like a techno version.
Yeah, it's like a remixed, chopped up version, and then they hide the really good version at the end of the game.
Yeah, in the credits.
And I'm like, well, you should just let
Well, actually, it starts during the cutscene still, and then rolls into the credits at the end of the game.
Yes,
which is
yes,
cool.
yes.
It's a very cool effect. But yeah, no, I agree that version is better. The techno version fits very well though with that opening cutscene.
Sure, very.
I get why they had to do it. Yeah. Nonetheless, I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you agree.
And
up there with the best video game songs ever. Kingdom Hearts music, just in general.
Awesome.
Might be the best video game music.
Sanctuary, again, like one of the greatest video game songs of all time. It's almost up there with Simple and Clean. It's like
perfect.
So good.
I'm glad you agree on this. Kingdom Hearts music.
Yes.
Let's go. It's great.
Yes, definitely.
Anyways, Daniel, it's been another busy week in the world of video games.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
First up, Xbox and Bethesda will have a showcase on June 12th at 1 p.m. EST time. This kind of taking place of their E3 event. Xbox was just like, fuck it, we're going on that date, that time. I don't care if E3 exists or not.
No matter what.
Yeah.
They're still doing the Xbox and Bethesda. They're still keeping that name, which is very interesting. So I'm wondering if, like, we'll talk about it in a story a little later with that Activision Blizzard stuff. Like, I'm wondering how they're going to incorporate this, because this is going to be a lot to incorporate.
Last year, it was just kind of random, right? Like, I don't remember a point last year where it was like, and now it's Bethesda's turn. Didn't they just mix it all together?
Yeah, it was because they had the Starfield reveal, they had the Redfall thing. Yeah. So, like, it's kind of incorporated.
Starfield opened, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Todd came out or whatever.
So I'm assuming it'll just be like that again.
Just gonna be like that, and then when they get more in, I'm wondering how they're gonna have to do that. If it's just gonna be, it can't just be a 3-hour, 4-hour show or whatever.
It could.
I guess it could.
Like, that'd be fun. Once a year,
that would be fun. That'd be fun.
Do you think when the Activision deal goes through, they'll call it Activision or Xbox Activision Blizzard? All right, and Bethesda. I forgot about Bethesda now.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
Xbox Activision Blizzard Bethesda.
Yeah.
Conference. Showcase.
Yeah. That's a mouthful. It's a lot going on there. Maybe we just call it Xbox. I don't know.
I think it should eventually just call it Xbox. Yeah.
So what are we expecting here? I mean, this should be a great conference. I mean, Xbox has a huge lineup coming up of games, so
yeah,
I'm kind of
especially
a lot of rumored stuff that their newly acquired studios are working on, and there's a lot of Bethesda rumors going on this week, and then obviously their own the studios they own beforehand, stuff like that. There's a lot going on for Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, number one is Starfield. Starfield will be the thing that they going to showcase this entire thing around.
Even look like that teaser image was not. It was like space. Yeah. So Starfield. Yeah, we get it.
I'm assuming we're going to get a big Redfall thing.
Yeah, me too.
I'm still assuming like they were going to release it this year, like they said. I have no reason to think that they wouldn't.
I just think it's a little bit later than we thought, like August, September, probably.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Maybe an August release date.
Yeah. Even that, I could see. It's about vampires or some shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a good Halloween one, honestly.
Yeah, that's really close to Starfield. I mean,
still. I mean, last year they did Forza, and then a couple weeks later Halo, so they obviously don't care, right?
For sure.
As long as they're in a different month, that helps them with Game Pass subscription. So
for sure. Yeah, or they could do maybe September, lead into October or whatever.
Back to
Yeah, I
Starfield
expect.
though, real quick. Do you think we'll get the whole traditional Todd Howard comes up and talks for 30 minutes and runs us through a whole presentation?
I don't know if it would be that long. If it being in Xbox's showcase, they like to do like 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Yeah,
They like that kind of frame. I don't know if they want 30 minutes to be Starfield. They could.
I want
I'd
it
be
to be.
I'd be kind of cool with that because we need a big reveal. So you know what? Maybe they will do that. Maybe you're right.
Maybe make this one 2.5 hours and like the last half hour is just Todd, and it's kind of just like you could dip if you're not interested in Starfield. But
No, I think they're
yeah.
doing the same thing. I think it's leading.
Do you think it'll lead again?
I
Yeah,
think it's leading the whole showcase. Let's start
that'd be
big.
cool.
Start with Starfield.
That would make sense too, because that is the one everyone's expecting, right? So then immediately after that can just be very exciting because new things.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get like stuff like Somerville.
I hope we get a release day for that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
The one game I would like to see that we haven't seen in a while, is it Conscription? Or no, what was the name of that game? Or not
Which one?
Conscription. What's the name of that?
Contraband?
Contraband. I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't
Yeah.
say the word.
By Avalanche Games. Contraband.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Contraband. I'd
I
like to see
believe
that
I read a
again.
rumor coming out this year, like not too long ago.
And it was a year ago that they revealed it. It
Wouldn't be
last
impossible,
E3.
I guess. I mean, it's possible. It's 2023 as well. So, but yeah,
Could be.
yeah.
I'd like to see that again.
Here's what I
Probably
want. It's like
go for it.
these other games, these that we saw, teaser trailers for a while ago.
Fable.
Fable. Give me this Fable gameplay. It's time. I think it's definitely time for that one. The Fable
Avowed.
gameplay. Avowed, then, yep. Avowed would be up next. I think we could probably get some gameplay out of that. That's probably, I'm guessing that's fall 2023, maybe even earlier.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna need to start pacing things.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like, where's Hellblade? I'm
Yeah.
assuming Hellblade's the first one, the next big one out. So that's
Yeah.
probably
So all
spring.
three we just mentioned, I'm assuming are next year, kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
Spring, summer, fall,
Yeah.
something like that.
I can see that, definitely. I think Hellblade's up first, right?
Yeah, I think Hellblade like
Was
March.
announced. Yeah, I do too. Early next year. Maybe a good, like, what we're doing moment to moment in that game, would be
Sure.
cool here.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen that, I guess. I mean, because we did get that big gameplay thing at the Game Awards last year, but
Yeah.
we haven't really seen, like, that was a cool, like, cinematic thing that's happening in the game. I want to see, like, what this game really is.
Yeah.
Because they've been working on that
combat.
for so long. Yeah.
I mean, technically, it was the first series game that we got at the reveal
Yeah. Nah, true.
back in, what was that, 2019? Is that when that was? Something
That was a while ago now, yeah.
A long time ago.
So yeah, I'd be expecting all three of those. Probably a good look at gameplay for all three of those. Maybe just a trailer for one of them, but definitely Fable. I'm expecting a trailer and some gameplay for Fable. I think that's gotta be ready to go.
I think so.
And then other studios, the Coalition. I think Year
Ooh.
6 could be here.
That's 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They're cooking.
Yeah, and
Cooking
they
something.
did that teaser thing at it wasn't a teaser for Gears, but at the Unreal Engine
Oh.
event, yeah, where they made that little thing. I mean, they've been working on stuff. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gears 6 at all.
Yeah, the Gears. I'm wondering if like Machine Games and also id maybe
Machine
maybe both of
Games.
them.
Big question, man. Have they been secretly working on Wolfenstein 3, or has it just
Jeez.
been the Indiana Jones game?
It's been what, since 2019, 18, 2018,
Wolfen
17.
are you counting from Wolfenstein 2 or
Yes,
Old Blood or whatever that one was
2.
with the sisters? 2 was 2017.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Where are they?
2 was that same day that Mario Odyssey and
Right,
Assassin's
yes.
Creed came out.
Yeah, where are they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
It's like I would not. I don't want to get people's hopes up, but I would not be surprised if it's like Wolfenstein 3 is real. It's coming out this year or very soon. Or something like that. You know what I mean? Because it's been that long.
I mean, that's so many games.
And
at the end of the
Wolfenstein 3
year.
just seemed like the most logical thing for them to move on to. It's like I
And it's-
seriously doubt it was that Indiana Jones game. Just seemed like they announced that as soon as they made the deal to make it, right? So it's like, what were they working on in between that?
Yeah, I mean, also Todd was involved, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I just
Yeah,
feel
like,
like it seems like that Indiana Jones game is really far out, unless they've been working on that for years.
yeah, they could have staffed up and like that's like in pre-production still. Yeah, we need a conclusion to this story one way or the other.
100%.
Whether it's just a trilogy or
I mean, they said I don't know if you played the one with the sisters. I can't remember if
I
it's Old
didn't.
Blood or New Blood now. One of them's called New Blood. One of the DLCs for the
New
first
Blood.
one.
The Old Blood was like
The DLC for the first
DLC.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really cool DLC. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. I just would not be surprised if Wolfenstein 3 is this year, early next year, or something like that.
Me too. Me too.
And trying to think of the other studios. I mean, they have so many that it's like, and we know what majority of them are working on. But you know, I'm expecting some surprises. I mean, we can go into those Bethesda rumors a little bit. Like there was that
Sure.
the rumor to that ZeniMax, the guys that make the Elder Scrolls Online MMO, are making a
ZeniMax
Mandalorian MMO, which would be fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how is ZeniMax Online? Are they still updating that game?
Yeah,
Like, where are they
100%.
at
I
in
mean,
that
I feel
game?
like we see a
Okay.
new CG trailer for the next expansion like every year, right?
When was that?
I
mean, think
remember
that
the
big expansion-
Oblivion one, and I mean that could have been like years ago, or that could have been like 2 weeks ago. I have no idea, but
Yeah, I don't know anything about that game.
I don't. I've played it, so I don't. But not like a lot of it. But I've played a good amount of it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like super in MMO, so I don't know how excited I'd be exactly. But a Mandalorian thing, maybe you just play as like a random Mandalorian going around doing like bounty hunts and stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that MMO would even be. Like, I'm with you. I'm not an MMO person, so like, I'm excited because it's Star Wars to see it, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not really that interested in that game.
Unless like the gameplay just looks sick, you know. Like I don't. There's no. Every time you see an MMO, the gameplay just looks like shit. You know, like I'm sorry, but it does. Like I look at like FF14 and World of Warcraft, and like you see combat in that game, and I'm just like, this looks gross. And it's
Yeah,
like
it's
I don't
just
know
abilities.
why. I don't know why. Like you could make a cool MMO. I don't see why not. Destiny did it.
Well, that's because it's an FPS first,
Sure.
right? With like abilities, and then they add things on top of that. They're way more gameplay focused, I think. Who else would be here? I'm trying to think of other studios. Like, there's like Compulsion has probably been working on something for a long time.
Yeah, we do know Compulsion has been working on. What was it? Do you remember what the rumor was? Was it a third-person story-driven game, something like that?
Some bigger game.
Yeah, so they could be there. I would actually expect that, honestly. Now that we're putting it out there. In Exile.
Yeah.
We know they were hiring up for some sort of RPG FPS thing. So
that one's supposed to be big budget, like AAA third-person RPG.
Yeah. So maybe they were just staffing up for that, and that's further out than we think. But you know, that could be there. Also, in that rumor, it said in Exile was working on remasters for the Fallout and Elder Scrolls series, which that'd be very exciting for me. I'd play those again. I don't know exactly which ones they do. Probably Oblivion, I'd guess, if it was Elder Scrolls, and then probably Fallout 3 if it's in the Fallout series. I would do the Fallout one first, but that's up to them.
1 and 2, yeah.
Ooh, 1 and 2. I didn't even think of that. Maybe you do that. Yeah, go way back there. That'd be very cool, Daniel. I'd like that.
Get them new and people to be able to play them.
Yeah. I actually like that idea more.
I have 2 games that we haven't seen in a while. State of Decay 3 and Everwild.
You're right. Well, Everwild went through that whole revamp, right?
Yeah. So we haven't seen that
late
since
last year. So
that might have been 2020.
That might have been 2020. Really, that long ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it is ready to be shown again.
Maybe. Yeah. We don't know. And then State of Decay was last year. Maybe they'll have some actual some footage.
Yeah, surprised. That team, they worked pretty quick, no?
Generally, but this seems to be a step up for them.
Yeah.
So I think they're working on Unreal 5, if I remember. So.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I like those games. I played a good amount of 1 and 2. They were fun.
Me too.
They're fun sims. And I never got very far in them, but I would definitely check out 3.
Yeah, the last thing that comes to my head is it's still a rumor, the rumored Obsidian like Disco Elysium type game.
Ooh, very true. Yeah, by the Fallout New Vegas writer. Yeah, that could definitely be here. And Jeff Grubb said that was this year too. So
yeah, he did.
Yeah, we would definitely need to be seeing that soon. So maybe it's like Redfall, that, and Starfield in their fall lineup, or just later half of the year. Oh, my mic.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends because it's like if some of these people are making these games, what if Wolfenstein 3's in there too? Who knows?
God, I hope. What a year. What a year.
I mean, this year's already been great. Let's keep it going.
It has. All right, cool. So we look forward to that. June 12th on a Sunday, which I like because I'm off. Thank God.
Yeah, they moved to Sunday a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
didn't it used to be Saturday?
No, they used to be Monday.
They used to be Monday. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they used to be Monday with Sony. It was like them first, and then Sony
Yeah, I
was, like,
remember
later in the
Sony
day.
was always like at night, right?
Yeah, and I think Nintendo was Tuesday. Or no, maybe
Nintendo was
Nintendo.
Tuesday. Nintendo was like always Tuesday morning.
It was like
why?
Nintendo and Ubisoft or something, if I remember correctly.
And now I miss E3. Come back.
Oh, I know. All these people pushing E3 while they're down. It's like, man, E3, like, quit being so jaded about
That
E3.
or just
E3's
like,
great.
come on, Keeley, just make a new E3. Call it Keeley 3.
Keeley 3.
Next up, Godzilla and King Kong are coming to Call of Duty Warzone during a new event called Operation Monarch. The event starts on May 11th.
Yeah, coming up soon. Did you see this trailer?
A little bit of it. It's wild. What's going on in this game?
I don't like. Are you just gonna be like dropping down, start fighting, and then like, you see Godzilla's hyper beam just like blitz through the forest?
I mean, that sounds badass.
That sounds awesome.
Like, I'll play that.
Like you're running from the circle, but then it's like Kong you see jumping over you or something.
Yeah. So, I
Sounds
mean, I'm
crazy.
not the biggest multiplayer guy. I'm not a multiplayer guy at all. So, but it just seems like this is a trend as of the last, like, couple years where we're doing, like, events in these games, you know, like Fortnite and whatnot, and then
You have to play
bringing in,
Fortnite.
like, characters and stuff like that. You know, Fortnite's doing the fucking concerts over in there. It's a weird thing that I never even, like, thought video games would do.
Yeah. See, now you kind of bring up like concerts. I'm wondering if like maybe this is just like an event happening during each match. Maybe it's the same or slightly
King
different
Kong and
for
Godzilla are just fighting in the background. Yeah.
something, or maybe they are on the map. See, I didn't look too much.
One of
into
them's
it. I'm
on
not
your
sure.
team, the other one's on the other team. You gotta take them down. That'd be really cool. You could like
How does
fly
that work?
planes around fucking King Kong.
Oh my
Like,
god!
try to-
Just I'm killing this ape.
sounds like chaos. Yeah. Just smacking you out of the air. That'd be very fun. That's what I would make. I don't know what they're doing, but that's what I want now.
I mean, it's titled Monarch, so like
Yeah.
that is like that company. So maybe you are working for them,
Yeah.
trying to take them down or something. I don't know.
Point. You think Bryan Cranston's in it?
He better be.
For like 30 seconds. Remember when he was in that movie
Yeah.
for 30 seconds?
He's in the plane, but that's all he's in.
That's it.
He doesn't
Yeah.
last
And
long.
he
The
dies
plane
immediately.
gets swatted. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I'm sure neither of us will play this, so
I
yeah,
haven't played Warzone in a long time. I love Warzone.
We'll look up someone else if you want to hear what that's all about. Next up, then, Activision Blizzard shareholders approved the Microsoft acquisition. That just happened today, so
This morning. Yeah.
there you go, one step closer.
Yeah.
A lot of speculation lately that like it's not going to go through. I really don't see why it wouldn't. I guess I don't know anything about like this stuff, so maybe I shouldn't be talking. But I just don't see why. Like, yeah, they own them in my mind.
Yeah, it seems to be they now they're going to the FTC has to look at everything. Yeah, I don't really understand the like. Seems to be very people wanting it to not go through now. I'm not sure. I don't. We've talked about our disinterest in a lot of like acquisitions and stuff, but like it is what it is. They bought them. Like there's not much I can really say, but it can't get worse for Activision employees, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I just feel like majority of people want this one to go through anyways. It's just like, okay, well, it's not like the Activision's doing super hot right now, at least as a company. It's I mean, they've been putting out fine games. That side's fine, but they're in the company itself is not doing so hot. So it kind of just feels like Microsoft come in, put a new coat of paint over it, and hopefully things can get better over there.
yeah. Like I said, FTC is gonna have to look through this, and if this is already going through, I'm not sure how long this usually takes. But like we said, I think
Wasn't
summer
latest,
to summer
yeah, I thought
is
latest was
summer's
like
the
June
earliest.
2023. So
Is the latest. It's supposed to be summer to summer, so like
Okay.
this summer could be the earliest we see it.
Yeah.
So that could mean that Call of Duty that we'll talk about right next. That the new Call of Duty could just launch in Game Pass. already.
That'd be sick. I can't wait for
That'd
that.
be
I mean, my most excited thing for this is just that day when we get a huge drop of games on Game Pass from the Activision catalog, and Blizzard. That's just gonna be fucking cool, It's like we're
insane.
gonna wake up one day, there's gonna be like 30 new games on there.
Yeah. Overwatch 2 might launch there. Diablo
Yeah, good
4.
point.
Like,
I mean, they probably will. I think
yeah.
at this point, right? I mean, unless Overwatch 2 is a little bit earlier than people are thinking, but
Yeah, the demo or the not the demo, the beta is happening right now for like exclusive people.
yeah, I saw
PC.
that. Do you think that comes out anytime soon? You would know better
Ooh.
than me.
I think that Overwatch League starts in June. I think. So, in Overwatch League, they are playing Overwatch 2. They are not playing Overwatch 1, which is very
Oh,
interesting.
interesting. Okay.
All the pros have been playing Overwatch 2, getting used to it because it's 5v5 now.
So
They're
how
getting
long
used
is
to
the
it.
beta? Because wouldn't they need time to practice?
I'm trying to remember when the beta happened for Overwatch 1. I think they did it like the whole year leading up to. So I think 2015 had a bunch of betas,
Oh,
and then it
really?
launched
Okay.
in May 2016. So it depends if they really want to launch the multiplayer only first and then put in the PvE mode and the single player. If they want to do that, they could just come out this year,
Mm,
but I'm not sure. It depends on how much balancing they need to do because they have to balance all of these new characters or all the characters, all the new abilities they're having because they are reworking some of the characters. I haven't looked too much into what they're doing, but they do have one new playable character, and I'm sure she's not the only new playable character. There'll probably be more, so that might just be next year.
sure.
I think they should take their time.
You gotta be excited for that, right? I know how much you love
Oh, I love
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
I love Overwatch. Which I can't get my Excelsior hat. It's over there in the closet.
Is
Should have
that is
grabbed it.
that like a character in the game?
No, it's a team. It's a team.
That's a team.
The New
Okay,
York
cool.
Excelsior.
Ooh, badass name.
It is a badass name. It's like
Anyways,
that's
Daniel,
that's why I like them.
as you alluded
Yes.
to earlier, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 logo has officially been revealed. This will be
Yes.
this year's newest entry in the Call of Duty franchise. We're
Looks
getting
like
Modern
an
Warfare 2 again.
yes. I mean, we knew this. We knew this.
It's 2008 all over again.
2009.
Oh, 2009. You're right. You're right. It's not.
2009.
It's not World War II.
Well, yeah. It looks like a Nine Inch Nails logo. Have you seen the logo?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
It
now.
looks like the Nine
I
Inch
don't know
Nails
what the
logo.
9 Inch Nail logo looks like. So
It's like an N and then an I and then the N's backwards.
okay. I like
the-
it. It's a cool idea. Making the dashes in the middle. I mean, good on you, I guess.
It is a really nice, slick, easy logo to kind of read. This kind of reminds me of when they announced Modern Warfare 3. Do you remember that logo? Yeah, there you go. Kind of a little bit like that. Maybe a little closer and
I see
stuff.
what you're
But
talking about. Yeah.
you see what I mean? Yeah. You remember when the Modern Warfare 3 logo was revealed and it was like modern, it switched to like World War 3. It was like modern war.
No.
It was like modern warfare, like
Just throwing up
MW.
gain symbols over there.
Yeah, it was MW3, and then the other one switched to a W, and then it was World War 3. They were kind of teasing it was going to be a new World War starting in the game.
That's badass.
It was a cool little reveal that they showed. It was pretty cool.
Do you think we go back now and then get a good Modern Warfare 3 eventually? A couple years? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like the Modern Warfare 3 in a couple years is going to be kind of the similar story because it seems like they're adding new characters and it's like
I never
where
beat
we are.
the reboot Modern Warfare in 2019. I should go back and do that.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil too much, but
So did that follow
they
the story at all of the first?
no.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. I
But
know Soap
they
and stuff was in it, but Captain Price.
Soap
right?
was not in.
Soap was not in it.
No, but
Who's
they
the guy
do
with the mustache?
that was a different person. I think his name is Alex or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. None of the other really his only Price was the only from original
So
game.
it's just Price.
Um,
Okay.
In the end, like the person that's in charge of Price and his unit, he's like she was like asking him like recruits and stuff, and then he like slides over some like files, and it shows Soap and it shows I think Ghost. So like
Oh,
they
Ghost
tease
is coming back.
it teased characters from the series.
Are they gonna tragically kill Ghost again?
Oh my god!
I can't
remember that.
I can't go through that again. Infinity War. I can't do it.
Yeah. So they are hinting at the characters that we know. So
They're gonna bring back that the plane, the airport mission where you just shot a bunch of civilians.
no Russian.
Yeah, no Russian.
Yeah.
It's
Probably
not
not.
funny.
Probably
It's
not.
not funny. Stop laughing, Connor.
We're probably not gonna do
It
that.
was a weird thing though. That
I
asked you
mean,
if you wanted to play it. It was a cool story moment though.
it was supposed to be very impactful. That's why
Yeah.
they did it.
Good game though, Modern Warfare 2.
One of the greats, man.
One of the
One of
greats.
the greats.
Remember those guns that they had to nerf right away because everyone was getting
Yes.
pissed?
The
1886 or whatever.
I think it was model 1887, 86.
Something like that, yeah.
There's like
He
a
had two
shotgun.
of them. Oh, dude, and the cursor was so wide. It was be like
I mean,
a mile away.
The
Getting
shotguns
people.
were like snipers.
Yeah.
It's just like
Great.
boom,
It's great.
dead.
That was
boom,
back
dead.
when Gears 2 was at a high point, and that game also just had a sniper for a shotgun. That game was like that.
Oh,
was,
the Nasher.
yeah, I mean that was
Nasher
all you
back in the
do.
day.
Oh, especially Gears 2. It was so bad. You could get people from so far with the Nasher.
No zooming in.
No,
No zooming in.
you wouldn't need
You just
to.
bounce off the walls and you
Mhm.
just shoot people with the shotgun.
Psh,
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're in fucking 20 pieces. All right, cool. We look forward to Modern Warfare 2. Next up, then. According to a website, game developers their sources say Sony is requiring devs to offer timed game trials for PS Plus premium subscribers for games that cost more than $34. The trials must be available for at least a year, and Sony's own PlayStation Store team will create the trials for the developers.
Yeah, and then they say that they need to have one ready for within the first 3 months or something. I think I saw something.
I
like
try to
that,
break
like,
down this dude's tweet as much as possible. I don't remember seeing that. What'd you say though?
Like they needed to have a trial up within the first couple months or something like that as well.
I thought it was like at launch. No, devs
Yeah,
have
well,
up to 3 months time to offer a timed trial. So up to 3
Yeah.
months. Okay.
Up to 3 months. Yeah.
So like, does
Um,
that mean up to 3 months after release?
Yeah, that's the vibe
Okay.
I got. I mean, this is all hearsay right now because it isn't like a straight official thing from Sony. It's all just kind of taken. But I would like to know what you have to say.
This isn't what gets me bad about this subscription service at all. I just think it's a lackluster service. Just streaming PS3 games and stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, we have to see the games as well. You know what's coming there. And I just hate the fact that these games are going to be locked behind this subscription service. That's the worst part about this. But the game trials to me actually sound pretty cool. Like I like the idea of the trials. And if the developers themselves had to do it, I'd be against it because that would take time,
100%.
out of their development time and stuff like that, and just extra work for them. Then I'd be against it. But with the PlayStation Store team doing it, I have no problem with it. I think it actually sounds pretty cool. I like the idea of having just 2-hour trials for, more
Yeah.
expensive game. Like we were talking about like FF Origins and stuff like that. Like I know they have a demo out, but that'd be perfect for a game like that where I just want to try it and see if I like it. So I know for me,
Yeah.
I would like this. I don't like that it's at the highest tier of
No.
this fucking subscription service, which means I'll probably never will end up trying it, but I am definitely not against time trials of your game.
No, I think because we got the like Sony's PlayStation Store doing it later than this first initial story broke. Because when the first story broke, that was not a part of it.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay.
Yes, that extra detail was added like a day later from someone else was trying to get a source. Like yeah, if it is the store themselves doing it, that still feels weird. But especially with
I also
the
don't
fact-
really know like how much development would even go in. I feel like the store could do it, right? Like all you would have to do is go in from it would just like a pop up would happen when you're playing for 2 hours, right? And it would be like, okay,
Maybe.
you're getting kicked off now.
Depends on how you want
That's
to
what I
do
would
that,
think.
right? Like if it's just like here's literally the game that you're trying out, or is it a demo where we're gonna cut?
They never say
Two-
demo
2
though
hours
is my
in.
thing. Like I feel like if it was a demo, that would be work. Like that'd be a
Sure.
lot of work. But if it's just a
That's-
trial, I think it's just like literally as soon as you boot up the game, clock down starts somewhere. And it's like, okay, you got 2 hours now. Even if you pause it, 2 hours.
Yeah, that's why I said we need to hear more from PlayStation themselves.
Sure.
Because yeah, what is this actually? Again, tying it behind service sucks. It sucks, and I kind of wish that everyone would just do what Steam does. You have 2 hours to play something, and if you don't like it, get a refund.
I guess that's the same idea here, then, right?
Yeah, but they're locking it behind.
But you
the
have
service.
to buy it first on Steam.
You do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this kind of sounds better then, honestly. Yeah,
I don't
hate this.
It's just buying something, right?
Yeah, I mean, the idea is cool. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it, unless it's a really short game. Then it's like, okay, well, you're kind of just taking 2 hours then. But again, it has to be over $34.
That's the Steam issue too.
Yeah, it has to be over $34. So it's like there's not really many games that are like super short that are over $34, right? Like I just played Stanley Parable last night, and I was like, I could easily beat that game in 2 hours. But I just don't think there's very many over $34 where you'd run into that problem.
I guess it depends, because there's a lot of like multiplayer games, like the Evil Dead game is going to be $40.
Sure.
Like, there are some like games that aren't full budget, full AAA budget, that are kind of right above.
Games like that could almost benefit off this, because like I feel like a lot. Yeah, exactly. And it's like a multiplayer game, a purely focused multiplayer game like that. You're gonna want to put a lot more time in than 2 hours. So.
Yeah, I just think that this should just be something that they do, just kind of like how the 360 did. But that was actual demos. That was, I guess, a little different.
Sure. Again, I like it if it is the store team developing the thing. If you're not taking any time away from the developers, cool, good on you.
I just say detach it from the service. Just let it be.
I wish, or put it on the lower tier. Maybe the middle tier would have been a good spot for this. I just feel like I don't know. It's
low tier sounds good. Just be a plus member.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool too, right?
But even still, it should just be like maybe a thing that they do.
The whole thing is messed up. I don't know. It's just the whole. I'm very down on their whole subscription service. They need to up it before I even consider buying it.
Yeah, I guess we just need maybe a whole like state of play where they could talk about it.
Yeah, I will be excited to see what games are coming for it though when they finally announce the library.
Yeah.
I'll be excited to see what PS2 and PS1 games get on there, and obviously they'll probably add more PS3 games, but until they're downloaded, no one's really gonna care.
Yeah, or just purchasable on their own.
We did also get confirmation that they're creating a what they call it, what's that word?
Game preservation.
There you go, that word. They're creating a team around that. I know someone tweeted out yesterday that they were leading that team or something. I saw a retweet of that, so that's cool. Maybe we will finally get around to the PS3 games being able to be downloaded on this at some point.
I guess it depends on what that team really is doing. I don't know.
Yeah, Colin Moriarty had a guy on. I forget his name. It was like Tom something on Sacred Symbols Plus, and he was talking. He's like a really technical guy, and he was talking about how they could do it. Get PS3 games to be able to be downloaded on there, and it's not impossible. They can figure it out. It's just they needed a team like this. Well, hopefully like this to really figure it out. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you do it. You hire a team. They go and do it on their own. That's all they're doing.
Just should have been done years ago.
Yeah, that's what Xbox has been doing. They have their own, like, that's the team that did FPS boost and did all that kind of stuff. That's just like tech team. So that's what they need. That's what PlayStation needs to do. Just hire a solid group of software engineers and historians or whatever, and just grab all these games, make them playable.
And then I really hope at some point enough backlash comes at them to where they make these games available for purchase outside of the subscription service. I just think that's just kind of ridiculous.
It is. And it needs to be.
And why wouldn't you? You'd make more money that way, I feel like,
I don't know. I know.
Like, how many games I bought off Xbox that just weren't on Game Pass or whatever, that like old Xbox games, like SSX and stuff like that. Like, I've just bought those because they're there.
Yeah, they're like $10.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever, or less. Yeah.
All right, cool then. Next up, Nintendo's second half of the year is starting to fill up after they announced Splatoon 3 releasing on September 9th. Daniel, you a Splatoonian? I don't know what they call these people now. Okay.
I've never actually played the series.
Squidlink? You've never played it, really?
No, I kind of want to, but
it's
Squidlink and I think Octoling.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. It's not something I would get super into, but it's fun enough.
Yeah.
It's just like a giant game of paint.
Yeah, it seems cute and fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were kind of talking about this last week with
Yeah,
the
we did say this,
Xenoblade.
didn't we?
We did say this. We
Yeah.
said that maybe they're switching their dates
It's
because
exactly
one
what they did. Yeah.
needs a slightly more time than the other, and it seems like that's exactly what it is. So I guess they just needed a few more months.
Yeah.
But
Good on them. It's definitely starting to fill up now for Nintendo. I think they're gonna have a really good fall with this and Pokemon, and then hopefully
yeah,
Bayonetta.
Xenoblade, Pokemon, yeah, Bayonetta. I feel like there was something else. Oh, Advance
Splatoon,
Wars
yeah.
still hasn't come out.
Oh, Advance Wars, yeah. I don't
They
know how
still
much.
yet to put that out.
Yeah. You think that'll be a big seller for them?
I don't know.
I don't
Who
know if
knows?
people like that one that much. Yeah. That's supposedly done though, so I know they just
Yeah,
delayed
I
it
mean,
because of the whole Ukraine Russia situation going on.
yeah. So that could be soon, imminent. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be any day, literally. But yeah, should be a pretty
Oh,
good fall.
well, still Strikers. Switch
Strikers in
Force is about
June.
to release.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
getting Switch Forts?
Probably not. It did not.
Oh.
It did not get the reviews I was expecting. It got like 7s.
What were you
I'm
expecting?
Like,
You were expecting
least an-
higher.
at least like an 8, something. But it was getting
What
like
would you
7.
give the
So
original Wii Sports? Like, it's not like that's like a fantastically great game.
I guess I don't know. I really like the.
Like, it's fun.
original Wii
I do
Sports.
too. I mean, it's very fun. I'm sure this will be fun too. But they're not like great games. They're just fun little things to play.
Yeah.
I think with the price point, we could see that game. I remember you predicted earlier this year that that'll be in the top 5 MPD.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will, but I think it will sell very well because I believe it's only $40 too. So
Yeah, which still might seem like a lot, but maybe make it 30, and I think that could be pretty appealing.
yeah, that's Switch magic. I'll be curious to see next month's NPDs where that
Yeah.
ends up landing.
But it's coming out just a few days before the month ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When does it come out tomorrow? What's tomorrow? 29th. So yeah,
Yeah.
right at the end. All right, cool. Next up, a new Tales from the Borderlands game is coming in 2022. Originally released back in 2014, although original developers Telltale Games are not involved in this one. It is being developed by 2K and Gearbox. So in-house over there.
Yeah.
Tales from the Borderlands. You a big fan of the original one?
I love the original. It might be my favorite Telltale related project. I mean, I love so many of their games. I think that it's so many good.
I gotta be
think
honest, I'm not sure I ever beat Tales. I remember playing it. I'm not sure I ever beat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about the Borderlands world just doesn't appeal to me too much.
Yeah,
Maybe
Tales
that-
from the Borderlands is one of the better things in the Borderlands.
Yeah, I remember playing at least 2 episodes and liking them. So I don't know why I never beat that
It
one.
only gets better as you go.
Okay.
That series. Yeah.
Maybe I should go back and do that at some point.
I would highly recommend it. The Tales from the Borderlands is very interesting because they incorporated things from Tales from the Borderlands into Borderlands 3. Like Reese was in Borderlands 3, was not voiced by Troy Baker, and they kind of ruined Reese's character a little bit.
In
was
Borderlands
very in Borderlands 3, he was not very good when Reese was awesome in Tales. Vaughn was also in Borderlands 3. Vaughn was okay in Borderlands 3, but I felt like I didn't really like his character as much as I did in Tales from the Borderlands.
So then, does it worry you a little bit that Gearbox is heading up this new Tales for the Borderlands?
It does,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where I was. I guess my emotions lie. Like when I heard about this, I was like very excited, and I still kind of am. But like, what made Tales from the Borderlands so special was the writing. I don't know if they have the writing team that did Tales from the Borderlands.
Right. Not sure if they have those chops over at Gearbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Gearbox's stupid dumb humor. That's all it is. Stupid dumb humor. Like we just beat Tiny Tina's, and like I think it's funny and it's just kind of dumb. But like Tales from the Borderlands is funny and it's heartfelt. It's very good writing. So I just don't know if they got that. And I don't even know if the original Tales from the Borderlands games or characters are going to be in this new game. They said new
Did
characters
any of them
and
like die or anything in 3?
no,
No, okay.
they're all fine. And there's a few that we didn't see. We didn't see Fiona or Sasha. Fiona is Laura Bailey.
Oh.
We didn't see either of those characters in 3, which was odd. But they said new characters in like new worlds or whatever in like the tweet that they put out. I don't know if that means we're still not going to get any of those other characters or not. I don't need to see more. But it's coming out this year, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, surprising there was no trailer showing like gameplay or anything.
Yeah, especially for this year. But I think they said what, June, so they're gonna have another like showcase or something this year.
Oh, okay, that'd be cool.
They might show
Yeah,
the
I'll be
movie
curious
as
to
well.
see it, especially with them. I mean, this will be the first time making an adventure game all on their own, right?
I mean, we don't know exactly what it's gonna be like. You would hope it would be very Telltale-esque still, but
Yeah, I would assume it's got to be like maybe not a sequel story wise to the original Tales from Borderlands, but surely a sequel to it, right? Like I don't. How can you call it Tales from Borderlands and have it be like just another FPS Borderlands?
I know.
Right?
I was just throwing it out there. I was just throwing it out there. I have no idea, but because it is Gearbox, they don't really do that, right? They do first person things, so
Yeah.
maybe it is more of like a third person narrative driven thing, or something. I don't know. Maybe not just pure like adventure. Maybe it's more just third person walking around.
Yeah, that's interesting. They're going hard in this Borderlands lately, huh?
Yeah, they got the movie coming out probably next year.
Oh yeah, in the movie. Damn, we're really trying to make Borderlands a big thing here. Damn.
I mean, it is Gearbox's big thing at this point.
Yeah. Interesting.
They tried.
I guess 2K just owns the publishing rights to all things Borderlands. Okay, because I know Gearbox is owned by Embracer now, right? So it's, yeah, it seems odd. I wonder what they're getting out of this Embracer.
They're getting money because technically they own.
Yeah, I guess the money they get through Gearbox. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you remember the deal when the Gearbox got bought, they were like, "Oh, 2K came out and was like, yep, like everything's fine with Borderlands. Don't worry, we're still going to be partnering with Gearbox because 2K loves the Borderlands series. They make so much money off of it.
Yeah.
And why would they stop that? You know. So
I mean, it's one of their most consistent series, at least.
For sure.
At this point.
For sure.
All right. Cool. Well, Tales from Borderlands later this year.
Exciting.
Get hype.
Exciting. Hopefully it's good. Please be good. Please be good. Bring all of the characters back and all be voiced by the right people. What's that?
Very important. We need Troy Baker in there.
Troy as Reese, please.
Please. Or we will find you.
And I will kill you. Or whatever he says. I don't know what he says.
Okay. All right, Liam Neeson. Next up, the MPD numbers for March 2022 have come out.
Ooh-wee.
Daniel, cue the MPD song.
MPD. You know me. I love it.
That's great. Great.
There we go. My little jingle.
Great.
My little jingle.
Awesome. Remember that next month. All right, we're going to go through the whole top 20 as we always do. Starting with number 20, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Coming back a little bit. Well, I guess it was number 21 the month before, so.
Ooh, so I guess the DLC didn't.
Oh, there was a DLC for that. You're right.
You would assume it'd bump it a little bit more than that.
It bumped it up one. There you go. What was that DLC called? Return to Ragnarok? Something like that?
Something with Ragnarok in it.
Which, once God of War Ragnarok comes out, we gotta be done with the Norse era stuff. Like, I'm done. I'm sick of it.
Well, Thor's coming out in July.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Well, I'm assuming God of War will come out after Thor.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Well, Thor's fine. He can stay. He's doing weird stuff anyways. Okay. I don't know what's going on in Thor, but I'm into it. Next up, then, 19, Animal Crossing New Horizons. 18, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 17, Mario Party Superstars. Can we just stop, Nintendo?
Oh, so much Nintendo. So much.
It's like, Jesus, you got enough money, man. 16, here we go again. Triangle Strategy. That's a new one for you, though.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good for them, you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd imagine this game's also going to come to the other consoles at some point, too, so they'll probably get a nice bump then.
Yeah.
15, Madden NFL 22. 14, Minecraft. 13, FIFA 22. 12, new one, Ghostwire Tokyo.
Okay.
That's 12. Okay. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I could have seen this one not even making the list, you know?
Or just be even lower, right?
Yeah, just for a little hype it had around it. But 12, I mean, that's not a bad spot for it.
Sure.
Number 11, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. How you feeling about that? I can't tell if that's low or high.
Wasn't it a little higher last month?
No, it just came out in March, right?
Oh, this is the first.
Yeah, this is the first one. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of games coming out, so
yeah,
it's still selling, I assume. So
I guess maybe they should have put the Borderlands name on it. No. Called Borderlands, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I guess that sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, I think it's a little too
Borderlands
much.
3 sold very well, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly. Yeah.
I mean the whole series has sold really well. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be curious if this just has legs.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see in April
Yeah,
how much it does. Okay, cool.
maybe some sales or something.
Number 10 then, another new one. Stranger Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. This is way higher than I was expecting for this game.
That Final Fantasy name.
Is it? Yeah, it
Yeah.
must be. I really did not. I was like, damn, 10? Wow,
Yeah.
good for you. You know?
I mean, it should be number one. So
Yeah, right. Good for you, though. Go get that chaos, you know? I'm into it, though. 10. All right. Next up, then, number 9, Call of Duty Vanguard. Dropping a little bit.
yeah,
Still on there, though.
Still in the top 10 though.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I'm surprised the other Call of Duty isn't even on here, so.
Oh,
But yeah.
true.
Yeah. Number 8, very fitting, Mario Kart 8. It was also number 8 last month. Loves that 8, you know? And that DLC came out this month for it, so or March, so yeah. Weird it didn't go up even more, but I guess maybe not that many people were rushing out to buy it again.
Sure.
Just for the DLC. Considering everyone owns at least 2 copies of that game. Number 7 then, another new one, WWE 2K22. Pretty high for that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people buy those. I don't know if those are like, you know, sell as high as other sports games. I know it's not sport.
I think it is one of the higher ones.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like that in FIFA and then in Madden, right? But,
Yeah.
you know, like this is 2K's premium sports game right now, so.
Yeah, good point. So yeah, we'll see how that does next month. Number 6 then, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Doing pretty well. I forget
Still up there.
where this one is for the year. I believe it's the number 2 for the year. Yeah,
I was gonna say probably top 5.
Yeah, it's the number 2 for the year still thus far. Yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus still selling well. I wonder if it took any sort of a dip because they announced the new Pokemon. You know.
And could do the opposite though. More interest in Pokemon, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
That's kind of crazy that it is number 2 when Horizon. You would think that would be number 2.
Would you over Pokemon?
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. Pokemon did sell like crazy when it first came out.
it did. It did really well. I just thought that maybe Horizon would be number 2 because it is on PS4 as well. So
sure. Speaking of Horizon, you're number 5, Horizon 2, Forbidden West.
is it? So this is not the first month, right? It would have been
This
February.
is the second month. Yeah.
The second month.
When does this go
It's
through?
a little
this
low.
goes through March 26th, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would have assumed it to be a little higher than 5, but I mean, it's good. It's still selling.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's still selling well. Again, I'm just kind of comparing this one to the last one at this point, and I don't know. I guess we'll kind of wait for full numbers of Horizon Forbidden West. You know, whenever Sony reveals those, see how well it's really doing. I'd be curious what it's at exactly. But anyways, next up, number 4, MLB The Show 22. This
pretty good.
Right at the end of the cutoff for this.
Yeah, it'll probably be pretty high on this month as well.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Because I don't know. I gotta imagine this one sells really well on Switch too, especially.
Yeah, I assume because this was in the top 10 or whatever last year. For the full year, I assume this would be even higher because of the Switch
now,
shows
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I'd agree. I feel like it'll sell like crazy on Switch at some point, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how well that actually hits. I don't even know how well that Switch version runs.
I don't know. Actually, I have not seen anything about it.
Yeah, I'd be curious to look into that. But yeah, there you go. Another new game. Number 3 then. Another new one. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Landing at number 3.
Whoa.
Way to go, Kirby. What does he say? He goes,
Kirby.
hello. He goes,
I
hi.
Oh, yeah,
Get
that's
that
how he
trailer.
says it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. But yeah, Kirby landing at 3. Good on you, Kirby. Still looking forward to playing that one.
Yeah.
Number 2, Gran Turismo 7. Coming in all the way at 2. Gran Turismo.
Wow.
High
Keep
seller.
it going. Yeah.
I know back on the PS2 games, these games used to sell like crazy. I feel like it never really had that spark for my generation at least. I guess I shouldn't claim my whole generation here, but you know, I don't remember anyone when I was growing up talking about Gran Turismo, so I think I just missed that whole era of them selling really well on PS2. But yeah, apparently that name still has some cachet to it.
It's that simulation racing. If you don't really like the more of the simmy version of the racing games, you're not gonna really vibe too much with it. But yeah, I think 2 and 3 were like super high sellers back in the day.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, good for GT7.
I'll be curious if it dips down at all with all the controversy surrounding it with the microtransactions and whatnot. Or I don't know if they're microtransactions,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
they're doing that people don't like over there.
Well, there was a little bit of stuff. It was the microtransaction stuff. There was like it was down for like two days or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Because it's an always online game, so they were like down. Yeah, we'll see.
we
Selling
will
well right
see.
now.
Yeah, very well. And then your number one, our new overlord, Elden Ring, coming in at number one again. Also, this game over the is at number 2 for the past 12 months. So that means it's sold better than every game besides Call of Duty that has come out since last March. And there isn't, just to put that in perspective, there isn't a single other game from this that has come out this year on that list.
The top 10.
Yeah, in the top 10 of games that have sold in the last 12 months, there isn't a single other game from 2022 except Elden Ring. And it's at number 2. It's at 2, Daniel.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Keep
it's.
it going.
I mean, this game is sold like crazy.
Imagine when they're like, hey, guess what? Elden Ring is on sale. Then more people can pick it up that haven't played it and want to try it.
Chaos, absolute chaos.
Or a
Yeah.
DLC announcement, like,
Yeah.
and like Keeley gets a DLC announcement, right?
Oh, I could see that. The Game
That'd be
Awards, something like
crazy.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even I was just thinking Summer Game Fest, just like he gets like a teaser trailer for a DLC.
That'd be cool too. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Put it on sale then too, maybe. I don't even know if they
yeah.
would. You probably don't even need to, honestly.
You know, I mean, Bandai's they're gonna try to play it smart. So who knows? I guess they're gonna know more than I would. So
Yeah.
if they see it like a sale would help, maybe they would. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'd imagine next time they update us on like total copies sold, it'll be probably about 15 million at that point, which would be crazy.
Oh, I think we're probably pushing 20.
You think we're almost at 20 already? Yeah. I mean, it could be.
It was at 12.
I don't know, because it is still number 2. I mean, we could be approaching 20. I just don't know how many copies Call of Duty Vanguard has sold. I mean, if we could get that number, we could do a nice little estimate of what it's actually at.
That's a great question.
Yeah, if we could find that number, someone must have that number.
I mean, we know that it was at 12 million within 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we know Call of Duty Vanguard has sold over 12 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
At least.
We'll find out someday. I'll be curious if this becomes the number 1 game over the last 12 months next month. That would mean it's a fucking crazy high seller.
Yeah.
I wonder if even Call of Duty will beat it this year.
I was telling you this earlier, like I think earlier this year that like I think people aren't gonna be ready for Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Modern Warfare 2 is gonna be huge.
I think that game's gonna be massive.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna look great.
Even if Elden Ring can hit over 20 million, I think it'll outsell.
It could for sure.
Yeah.
Because it has so much longer to do it, right?
Exactly. They
2 to
have
3
so
months.
long. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, less than that, right? When's COD come out normally? Like,
I mean,
November?
it's November to October, so
Yeah.
it could be 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
They're not going to beat them in November. Or
No, certainly not month to month. I'm just wondering for the whole year, you know?
Yeah.
Because that'd be impressive. Because I know there's a lot of games, if you go back, like 2015, for example, Witcher 3 has ran past that year's Call of Duty in terms of copies sold. So it's like there's a lot of years you can go back, and then there is a new game there that sold higher than Call of Duty of that year. But the only people that have been able to sell higher than Call of Duty in that actual year are Rockstar games. So it's Red Dead and GTA.
I mean, Witcher 3 took them forever to do.
Yeah, it took them forever to pass that line. Yeah, exactly.
Or
and then it's
like
like 2017 too, right? Like Call of Duty World War II outsold every game that year. But now, over time, Breath of the Wild has surpassed it in sales. So, yeah. I'll just be very curious because that'll be a very big feather in the cap.
Even
of,
Starfield.
Elden Ring. Yeah, Starfield. I mean, Game Pass, right? It's gonna be hard to.
Yeah, but Halo sold. So did Forza.
Yeah, but like that high? I don't know. I just feel like most people go. Yeah, but like Halo and Forza weren't in the top 10s of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they were in their respective months. But you have to think Halo was only like a month, and Forza was only 2.
Sure.
So I mean, it wasn't like the whole year, but um, Starfield I think is going to be massive. So
I do too. Definitely. I think that Bethesda Game Studios name is
yeah, exactly.
very big. All right, cool. That'll do it for the MPDs then. And that will do it for the news, Daniel. We will now move on to what we've been playing. Daniel.
Yes.
What have you been playing?
The entire Kingdom Hearts series.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm somewhere in 2, probably halfway.
What was the last word you
somewhere? Did? That's a great question. Where am I into?
I know you said you did Little Mermaid, which in 2 is just the best thing ever. I'm sure you love that. It's just a rhythm game all of a sudden.
Yeah, you go back to it.
The Little Mermaid world.
Another time.
Yeah, you go back to it multiple times. Actually, in 2, you go back to Everwild again.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2, they like split the worlds in half pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Where am I?
That's a great question. Did you do Timeless River in 2?
Timeless River. What is that?
That's like black and white, old school
Not
Mickey
yet.
Mouse. No, okay, that's one of my favorites. You should play through that one.
Yeah, I remember that being a skin for Sora.
Yeah.
So like I know that it was like an old Disney thing in there.
So that's less than halfway. So if you haven't
I did
done
the Tron stuff.
Did Tron? Huh.
No, I don't. I think that one is way towards the end.
No, Timeless River's in the middle.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Tron is not towards the end. I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know.
Have you done Nightmare Before Christmas on this one?
Yes, that one was pretty. That one's like in the first kind of like third.
Okay.
Or so.
Lion King.
Did the Lion King? That one's. I was one of the more recent ones. I did Lion King, then into.
It controls very fun when you're the lion.
Yeah,
fast paced.
It's
How'd you feel about Goofy being a turtle? It's great.
I think it's so funny that he's a sea turtle. And it's just his head. It's so ridiculous.
Well, you gotta think about it. He's got a shell for a shield. I mean, come on.
I know. It makes so much sense. And then he becomes just a tortoise.
Yeah. It's great. I don't know why he can move so fast. I like it when he just spins to move. What are you doing?
It's insane.
You could have just made him an actual dog, you know?
Yeah, it's unhinged.
He could have been a hyena in that one. That would have been cool.
I love how emo Sora is in like every version in this game.
All of them, you know.
Like almost every version
down over just one eye. Yeah, love it.
So emo, and then all of it. His like Christmas version.
That's just straight emo. It's
so funny.
I love it in the Lion King one. He holds the Keyblade in his mouth.
Yes, it's so cool. It's so cool. He's just jumping around, spinning around.
Fucking love it.
Keyblade. Another little touch is I love the command.
The command
menu. It always change.
Yeah.
I love how like it's always moving and be whatever world. It always looks really cool. But yeah, so we went through 1 Chain of Memories and 358 over 2 days, which is an awful name.
Great title.
An awful name, but.
Should be more math equations in video game titles.
There should. I need to do a math equation to know what I'm playing.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to say that game is awesome.
Yeah, it really was.
The story for that game is awesome.
Yeah, I played it back on DS.
Did you? That's awesome. Like, I did not expect. I thought, oh, it's a handheld game, and that is just a jumbled.
No, 358 over 2 days is like a tragic story. It really is.
That game is awesome. I loved it. Didn't expect to love it. And they go, it leads pretty much straight into 2, and they keep the theme. I thought it was pretty cool how they kept the theme. Was at the end of 358, and then it is also the beginning of 2. I thought that was really cool. We already talked about the theme. It's very good.
It's interesting how you experienced it, because most people just experience it playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and then going to 2, and then they miss that whole middle part or Chain of Memories and 358 over 2. It's like you miss a lot. You miss a lot if you don't.
I'm gonna experience the whole thing.
Yeah, good on you.
I'm gonna get all of the lore.
Fun.
I am trying to keep up. I did the Pirates, the Caribbean one, which was very odd.
Yeah, looks weird.
Looks weird.
The character models in that one are just so weird looking.
Yeah, very odd. Obviously, I like um, the story for that one, but
Beauty and the Beast world, I love that one in Kingdom Hearts 2. That
hmm
one's great.
hmm
Love the castle.
yeah.
Exploring that
I
place is fun.
I don't know if I've ever returned to it yet. I don't know if I've
Yeah, I
returned
don't
to
know.
it.
The Tron world, though,
Yeah,
you mentioned that earlier. Very cool.
yeah.
I like when you the little mini game around the bikes.
Crown World's cool. It's not my favorite. Um, some of the voice acting is like it's just up or down. It's like
Yeah,
I either like who's doing it or I don't. There's really not a lot of.
a lot of them are just. I feel like they just wanted to cast someone famous to
I
put in
know.
that role. Yeah, Hayden Panettiere's Kyrie.
Is that who does Kyrie?
Yeah, that's who does Kyrie.
I did not know that. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
like Hayden Panettiere. I could have guessed.
yeah.
Never could have guessed.
Thea from Arrow does Aqua. You haven't met
Okay.
her yet,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I've not met her, but that's cool. I
yeah.
liked her in Arrow. Yeah, there's a lot of characters in this game.
I forget
A
who
lot of
does
the
Roxas. It's like some singer.
Did they
Forget his
not
name.
do the same as Haley Joel Osment?
No, it's not Haley Joel Osment.
Interesting.
Yeah, I forget who it is. Riku is someone too. I forget who Riku is. Riku is like this kid that used to be on Disney Channel shows, something like that.
He's just
They
now
put a
doing
lot of like Disney Channel people onto these.
that makes sense. Um, the I like Organization 13. It's pretty crazy. Whatever's happening, very
It gets way
weird
wilder
and
than
wild.
you
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
but I don't know. Like their names, they needed to. Some of the names I'm cool with.
So their
Some
names
of
are
them,
all do you know like what Organization 13 is yet? Like do you know what those people actually are yet? I guess I don't want to spoil anything.
I mean, you want me to tell you the extent of what I know,
I guess,
and then you
yeah.
can get okay. So I know that they are all nobodies of somebody,
Yeah, okay. So
and
their names are all their original names when they weren't nobodies. It's their original names mixed around letters with an X somewhere in it.
yes, I know that because of Roxas. They do
Yeah,
he does that with Roxas.
exactly.
And I assumed that is what it was. I don't know if they explore that any further. I assumed that it was all,
Yeah, I mean,
whoever they were before.
eventually you meet their what they were before.
You do? Okay,
Yeah,
that's interesting. I'm very curious about that. Yeah, their names are just kind of. Some of them are cool, and like some of them, I'm just like, I don't know.
some
Could
of
have
them just
tried
sound like
harder.
mumbo jumbo. No idea what
Yeah,
you're saying there. It's a
yeah.
word.
Um, Axel's pretty cool. I like Axel a lot. Very curious what his story is. Um,
Axel is very cool.
yeah,
One
I
of the
like
better
his
characters for
weapons.
sure. Yeah.
I
Oh
like that
yeah.
they all have
His
their own
blades are cool.
weapon.
Yeah. How'd you like the opening in Kingdom Hearts 2? A lot of people hate that, but I love the opening in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay, I don't love it.
Bit
It's a
long of a
little
tutorial section.
it's too slow.
Yeah.
It's too long and too slow. I love it story wise because I
Yeah.
really
Story wise, it's so cool.
I really like Roxas.
playing that as a kid. I just remember just being like, what is going on? Like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
happening here?
yeah. I like Roxas a lot. So like I like to see what's happening with him, but it just took too long. It was way too long of an intro.
Yeah.
That's my biggest complaint.
It is
And
definitely
not
a
that
long
it
intro.
happened because like the intro for one was. I mean, it wasn't the best thing. It was just you on the island doing a few things, but it wasn't that long. It's like
No.
an hour.
Yeah, it wasn't long at
This
all
one's
compared
like
to
three
that one.
times as long.
Definitely.
But yeah, so I'm gonna try to go through all of the things and experience the story.
I do like the struggle mini game they put in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. How little balls you gotta collect. You're like fighting in that tournament. Cool.
Oh yes, struggle. I
Yeah.
forgot the name of it. Yes,
Struggle.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Beat people up.
Yeah.
Try to
How do you feel
collect the
about
balls.
the gameplay differences between 1 and 2?
It definitely plays tighter
Yeah,
than one. One's just a little floaty of a game. I mean, his
definitely.
jump is still a little floaty, but it definitely feels better. I'm
Hmm.
I'm assuming every game just slightly feels better. I don't know about like the handheld ones, how they feel, like Birth by Sleep,
They
or
feel worse, trust me.
they feel worse because
Yeah.
it's like handheld games, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, 358 over 2 doesn't even play like that. I mean, it's a completely different style of game. Yeah.
mhm. How does three feel even tighter and better
No,
overall?
not necessarily. You'll see. They fuck a lot up in 3. A lot.
Okay.
There's a whole like the system they use to replace the commands of 2 and 3 is not good. Not good at all. But the basic gameplay still feels good.
Okay. One thing I don't like, and I kind of just wish wasn't in the game, is gummy ship stuff.
No.
I don't need to shoot 'em up in the middle of the
I
game just
love
to
the
get to
gummy
this
ship.
world.
It's great.
I love the idea of it.
Sure,
I just
sure.
don't really need to shoot 'em up in the middle of like this Kingdom Hearts game just to get to a new world or whatever.
Yeah, they should be skippable. I agree.
Yeah.
At least you only got to do it the one time, then you can just warp to the next world, right? So
Yeah.
it's not too bad. The gummy ships are funny though, especially when you try to make your own. Like it just does not work well. It's so hard to make anything.
Oh, I've
do
never
that.
tried to do that.
Oh, it's so hard.
I just stuck with
it. You could get like really complex with them. It's actually cool seeing some of the shit people have made with the ships and that. They get pretty wild.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing is just that.
Cool.
Got a few things coming out. I know Stanley Parable. I kind of want to play, see what new is there. Even though I played the original. Kind of want to try that out. And then the Sifu update comes out next week. Want to play that.
I'm excited for that as well.
And Trek to Yomi is also next Friday.
Next Friday, Trek to Yomi. That'll be cool too. Get Sifu on Tuesday and then Trek to Yomi Friday. That'll be a good week.
Yeah. So a lot coming up now, and just gonna keep going through Kingdom Hearts whenever I have time. Really.
Hell yeah! I think you'll really like Birth by Sleep, and then you're gonna hate Dream Drop Distance. Everyone hates Dream Drop Distance. Dream Drop Distance, it's just a bad game. And then 3, I don't know how you feel about 3. A lot of people are mixed on 3.
Okay. I mean, me and you will go through them if you want. We'll do like a little ranking here.
I'd love to. Oh yeah, can't wait for you to be done.
Let's
We'll
do
do
that.
a ranking.
I know.
Yeah. We'll agree. Kingdom Hearts is not very. It's very clear where
I don't
Kingdom
know,
Hearts
but
lies, I feel like.
there could be a little. Like,
yeah, there could be little ones here and there, but like there's a drastic difference between like the really good ones and then the bad ones.
Okay. I'm excited to
so,
keep going. I'm definitely all in on just the weird stories. I mean, I like weird, stupid Japanese, over the top, insane stories.
I mean, it's
like
just such a weird series, you know. Like, it's just anime mixed with Disney characters, you know. It's great.
Yeah, and with some Final Fantasy in there, and I'm all about it. I already knew I just never really given it the time of day.
Sure. I hear you. Oh, I'm happy for you, man. Your life's gonna take a downward spiral, but other than that, I'm happy for you. Welcome to darkness, you know.
Oh no.
I have been playing. What did I do? Let's see. I platinumed Uncharted 1, Drake's Fortune.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is that a part of the collection?
Yeah, that's part of that Nathan Drake collection. So I know way earlier this year, like right in the beginning of the year, I was chipping away at it, and then I only had a little bit left, so I just went back, did that in like a day. And then I started Kentucky Route Zero. Here we go. Forgot about this. Well, not forgot, but yeah, I've beaten through episode 3 of Kentucky Route Zero, the game that you have constantly been telling me to go play. just
maybe
every
too
chance
much.
you get,
Maybe too much. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm through episode 3 now. I like it quite a bit. It's a very weird story. I am not entirely sure what's going on this far. I can put together like what's going on moment by moment, you know what I mean, obviously. But what's going on in like the whole grand scheme of things, I have no idea. And that's cool though. Like I'm cool with that. It very much comes off as like a Twilight Zone episode where
I don't know if they ever like this is the plot of the game.
Sure.
I don't think that is ever like.
I don't need that. I just need like a conclusion, of like this is. Give me like what this story was supposed to be telling me.
You will get that.
Okay, that's all I need. That's all I want.
That.
Really.
What things like I was telling you? I think things that are going on very ethereal and like you don't really understand like everything. Like this world, is it a down to earth world or is this world like?
I'm taking it as like this is like a different dimension,
Yes.
Yeah, yes. And it's like, I don't know. I still have 2 episodes, and they're the last 2 episodes, so I'm assuming I'll get the most explanation out of those last 2 episodes. But
yeah, it feels like the Kentucky Route Zero is a like interdimensional road.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and I don't know because you get you get a backstory in episode 3 sort of through this like cool little in-game mini game going on this computer, and you kind of get a little bit of a backstory there, and then you do realize that you're not on Earth or anything like that. You're in some weird dimension thing going on. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where these characters come from and stuff like that. But again, moment to moment, I'm having a good time learning about Conway and Shannon and their story and this journey they're going on together.
What'd you name the
whatever
dog?
they're doing. Homer.
You want Homer? See, mine end up being Blue.
Blue? See, I was like, I can't tell what color you are. I'd call you Blue, but I don't know if you're blue.
I see the dog on the cover. That's the dog.
Does he have like a color to him though? I don't know, because every time you see him in the game, it's just like a black outline of the dog.
Yeah, no,
he looks kind of gray, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the cover's just like a kind of a gray dog with a hat.
Yeah. It's not very gameplay heavy, so there's really not much to touch on.
It's an adventure game. Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I was eating the other day and playing with the other hand. I was just touching shit. Yeah, so it's not. There's nothing to really talk about gameplay wise. There was a part where you had to drive a car though, and it was like the worst controls ever. It's just I don't know.
Remember that.
Yeah, you're in a factory, or not a factory. It's a distillery. Sorry, a little bit of spoilers.
Oh, yes,
but you like drive a little car through that factory, and I was just like, why is this so hard to control? I could not figure it out. So that was funny.
It's started as a PC thing.
Yeah, exactly. I figured out it had like a cursor that you had to like follow with it. I don't know, it was weird, but yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. I'll be curious to get back to you next week about it when I wrap the whole thing up. I wish I would have beaten it before, but I ended up playing.
Take your time.
Yeah, I've been doing one episode a day pretty much. Last night I played the next game I'm going to talk about instead, but yeah, I've pretty much been doing one episode a day and an interlude.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah,
it's a game that you need to digest it.
Yeah, you figure out what the fuck's going on here. Well, I do like.
I cannot wait for you to beat it.
Yeah, it was a good recommendation for sure. It's definitely something I'm into. I think you knew that though.
Yeah, and I think if you like that Junebug moment, like
I do really. That was my favorite moment.
Going.
Yeah, so Junebug moment was a moment where it just broke out into song, and there was like a performance going on. Yeah, and it was just nice you sat back. It was legitimate, like at least 5 minutes.
Yeah. The musical moments in the game are really the highlights.
Yeah.
Of the game.
Love the art style too. Looks very cool.
Yeah.
Especially when you see like something unexpected. There's a couple of those moments where I'm like, oh, holy shit, and it looks very cool in the art style. Yeah.
Super awesome.
Good recommendation.
I'm glad you're playing it.
Yeah. It took a while. Got there though.
It's okay. It's okay.
And then the last game I've been playing is the Stanley Parable. Came out yesterday. I played it for about 2 hours. I did. So this game has like quite a few different endings from what I could tell. I did at least 4 of them. So
okay.
Yeah, a very funny game, hilarious game, honestly. Very cool too, because it's just like you're doing common video game things, and they point that out to you. It's like they'll point out like, why are you listening to me? Why are you pressing buttons that I'm telling you to press? Stuff like that. Like this is what you're controlled to do. And it's like, yeah, that's what video games have taught me to do. And it's just funny that being pointed out to me.
It's very like Valve humor.
Yeah. Definitely. This was a mod of Half-Life, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It looks very Half-Life.
I think they use Source
walking
Engine
around and stuff like that. They just use Source Engine. Okay. Yeah, it looks very Half-Life. So. My favorite part was when I turned it on the second time. It asks you to put in the time of like what time it is in real life. I don't know if it does every time you boot it up, but the second time I did that, and then I put in the actual time, and it was just like, hey, thank you for taking this game seriously and putting in the actual time. I appreciate that. You want to have a good experience. And I was like, okay, this is great. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It was like most people just leave it at 12 and click continue. I was like, oh, that's not me.
So in the menu, do you get an option to like do the new stuff? How does that work? I'm
not entirely sure. So it asked me, is this my first time playing the Stanley Parable? And right in the beginning, like that's the first thing you see. It's just a yes or no option. So I'm not sure if I would have clicked yes there, if I would have just seen the new stuff there. I don't know if it's just new endings. Maybe you just go a different way, and that's how you get to the newer stuff. I'm not entirely sure how that would work.
Yeah, I'd be curious to play it because I'd like to see what new they have.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's a route you can take to like find out like what's actually going on. Or I'm assuming you will need to do multiple endings of like to find out what's actually going on. Because I got like bits and pieces here, like what's actually happening, but not the full story yet.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of the game because I did play it like when it came out. And that was
Sure.
right around the time I built my PC, and that was one of the games I was playing around that time. So
It's a very
um,
trippy game.
yeah,
Yeah, hilarious too. And yeah, I was doing one where it just became like a maze in the room, and the guy was just like constantly talking, and like he was like
yes,
going crazy as I'm going crazy, just going through this maze. And I'm just like, Jesus, this is a lot going on right now.
he is great.
The narrator,
The narrator or whatever you want to call him.
yeah, he is.
His voice acting is so good. I love it.
Yeah, it's top notch for sure. But yeah, very cool game. Surprised it took me this long to ever try this game. I guess I was just waiting for the console port, but
That's why. I mean,
yeah.
now I think more people are gonna be able to play.
Oh, this game has some hilarious trophies. There's one for people. I found a workaround for this one, but there's one that not played the game for 10 years. So like boot it up and then not
What?
play it. Yeah. So people, the workaround is you set your console settings to 10 years from now. You know, you change the in-game console to 2032 at this point, and yeah, that's the workaround. But there's one that's not a workaround, or people haven't found a workaround for yet. It's to play the game for the entire duration of a Tuesday, and so no one has the platinum yet because it hasn't been Tuesday, and there is no workaround that you can't.
What?
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, this one doesn't work. Just setting your console settings to next Tuesday. So yeah, no one has
What
the
do you have to
platinum
do
yet.
for that achievement? You can't play for
Yeah,
24 hours.
I think
on
you
a
just
Tuesday.
boot up the game and just leave it there for 24 hours. Just leave it idle
Oh
for
my
24
God.
hours. Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Hilarious
people.
trophies, yeah. So yeah, no one has the platinum right now. I kind of want to get all the other trophies and then try to be the first to platinum it. Although I suppose the first would be whoever hits Tuesday first. So like someone in Australia.
Someone in Australia. I know
Yeah.
someone in Australia.
Do you? He could get
I
it.
don't think she's
She
playing.
could
this
get
game.
it. Okay.
I don't
Maybe
think she's
maybe you could set the console settings to Australia time, and then maybe I could still get it.
James might know how to do that.
Yeah, he might. I'll have to talk to him about this because I kind of want to. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be really cool.
Although I'd imagine there's gonna be so many people that are gonna pop it on midnight on Wednesday next week Wednesday. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. I'll be curious to see who gets it first.
Greg's gonna find a way.
Greg's gonna.
He's
find
gonna
out.
he's gonna call up the developer.
Yeah.
I need that.
How do I
platinum
set it
first.
for Tuesday? Yeah, I want it first. That'd be cool though, because on PSN profiles you can go in and like look who gets it first and stuff like that. That's yeah, that's where you look at all that. Yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Cool. We're playing.
Probably
a lot.
gonna. Yeah, I have been playing a lot. Gonna definitely beat Kentucky Route Zero. Gonna play more of the Stanley Parable as well, obviously, and then I don't know
You
what
leading
I'm
into
gonna.
Sifu? Is that you gonna play? Sifu
Oh yeah, Sifu. Yeah,
on Wednesday or
yeah.
Tuesday?
Sifu won't take me long because I only had 2 levels that I never got through.
Oh right.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just gonna pop on easy mode and run through those last 2 levels. I'm not that excited for that because I did see those in that kind of funny race thing. So I kind of wish I
Yeah,
didn't
but-
watch that.
You experiencing it's gonna be a little different.
That was my favorite part of that game, though, is seeing the new levels and how the new areas look and stuff like that. Same thing with Elden Ring; it had that same feature where I was just really excited to see what the next area looked
yeah.
like. Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna play through that again, and then Trek to Yomi, I'm looking forward to as well. So that'll be cool.
You got a little time for that, so you can burn through these other games.
Definitely.
I think episode 4 might be the longest. I think 2.
They've just been getting longer, from what I could tell.
Yeah. 5 is not the longest.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's 3 and 4 are the longest.
Yeah, I
'cause
think
3
4
was
might be the
decently
longest.
long.
Yeah.
When you add in the interludes, it gets pretty long.
Yeah. Which interlude are you? I should have asked. Where are you at with the interlude?
So
'Cause they're
I've
all
just
just,
been
like-
doing them in order. I don't
Yeah,
know. It
which
just
one
pops up
is-
next. Though.
Did you do the one after 3?
No. So I haven't
Okay.
done anything after 3 yet. The last one I
Okay.
did of interludes was you were sitting at a bar in first person, and then you were like talking to a bunch of different people, and then you saw one of those weird skeleton things at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely
of
sure
them-
what's going on with the interludes. If I'm being honest, I'm like,
They're their own
they're their
kind
own
of
thing. Okay.
thing. They're not really that tied, I don't think. to
Was
the
that
plot,
just
if I
something
remember.
to like hold people over? Because I know these episodes came out like really long in between each other, like
Yeah.
years.
I think so, probably.
Okay,
One of them is like a phone ARG.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
That
You know,
sounds
I
cool.
would. Yeah, it's cool. I don't really remember. You might need to look up more of how to what to type in the phone because it is just a phone.
Okay. I'll look up what to type in the phone then, I guess. I didn't really like the bar one. The bar one, I don't know. It was interesting, but like, I don't know. I'm assuming it's gonna connect to the actual story somehow at some point.
Yeah, I think the one you're about to do is the phone.
Okay.
I think my favorite one was the play, which I don't know if you've done yet.
Did not do a play.
You're kind of like sitting in the audience
I
watching.
think the only interludes. So I did the museum one and then the bar one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you have a phone and a play.
Okay. The play sounds cool.
The play, if I remember, the play was awesome.
Dope. Looking forward to that then.
Yeah. Yeah. So you should be able to. You should be able to beat those. They're not near.
Yeah, I mean,
especially 5 is not that long.
Yeah, 5's. You think 5's like the shortest episode almost?
It's like an hour probably.
Okay, probably same length the episode 1 then. I can't imagine playing this like years in between episodes. You would have to replay the other episodes before you.
It's a small team.
Play the other ones. No, yeah, I'm just saying for people that like started it. When did the first episode come out? 2014, something like that.
2013 maybe.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I can't imagine like someone playing it as they release and only playing it then. You know, I would have no idea what's going on.
Crazy. You might need to replay it at that point.
Yeah, you would definitely have to. Cool game. Has this team announced what they're doing next?
I don't even know the name of the developer. I'm gonna be real.
I was gonna say Crows, but that's the Stanley Parable.
No, that's the Stanley Parable.
I was like, I just read that the other day. What a weird day.
Yeah.
Anyways, Daniel.
Yes.
We now move on to the game. You got a game for me?
Yeah. You got some time. Let's
yeah,
do
you got
it.
20 minutes.
I have this game. We're gonna go as long. Okay.
You cut out a little bit there. What'd you say?
We can go as long or as short as you want to go.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go 20 minutes long.
Okay. The game that I have chosen is. This might not be all of them, but most of them is going to be PlayStation 4 exclusives. On a tier list.
On a tier list.
When Daddy's away,
great.
The boys will play. I should have said that first.
Oh, this is prime time Connor right now. I got all of these.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna try to do them is mostly in order. So we're gonna start with So because of this tier list, I found it's pretty funny all the ranking. So it goes platinum, gold.
Oh, I like this.
Bronze, and then there's one that just you haven't played.
Okay. I just want to put this out there. Do 360 exclusives next time. We'll do that.
We could do that. We could do
that. Yeah, that'd be a fun one as well.
Yeah, there'll be a lot there. So we'll start with Killzone Shadowfall, which is a game I didn't play.
Okay, I've played half of this. I've never beaten it.
I remember it looking cool.
Yeah, this will be one of the lower ranked ones. It's fine. Like it's a competent shooter for sure. Have you played any Killzone games?
I haven't.
They feel surprisingly good. Like I think you'd actually really like them. Like they're good first person shooters. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wouldn't put this one up too high. I'd put this in. Again, I come to that point is like
rank them to each other, right?
Yeah. What do we put? I'm putting this in bronze then. Comparing it to the games that I know are coming, I'm putting this in the lowest tier possible. Yeah, I'm gonna go bronze on that. Yeah.
And then what else we got? Kind of just looking at.
So 2014 or 2013.
Yeah, so that would have been 2013.
Yeah. So you're looking at launch games. Knack 1. I mean, that's platinum, right? I mean, come on. What are we doing?
It's number one.
Yeah, like, this is easily the best one. He was in that movie that I can never remember the name of, Ready Player One. Yeah, this is where he came from. It's this is where the legend begun. No, Knack is horrible. I've played 20 minutes of this game and feels awful. It's a bad platformer. Putting this at the bottom.
9 Killzone shot.
Definitely.
Let's see.
Cool idea. Like I like the way Knack comes apart and then he goes really small and then you make him really big and stuff like that. But never made a good game out of it.
Mm-hmm. Let's do Until Dawn.
Ooh, I love Until Dawn. I have a place in my heart, special place in my heart for Until Dawn. First game I platinumed. At least on this profile. I had a different profile on PS3 and stuff like that. But yeah, this my first platinum on this one. I love this game.
Me too.
Yeah, it's where Supermassive made their name. Very campy teenage horror story. Playing like a adventure game. It's a Telltale style, Quantic Dream type thing. And yeah, I love it. Campy. Who's the guy? What's his name? Mr. Robot.
Remy Malik.
Remy.
It's got some famous people in it. Peter
Yeah,
Stormare,
yeah.
you
Hayden
got Hayden
Panettiere.
Panettiere.
Yeah,
Like,
great.
yeah.
Running around in the towel, it's great. And you love it. You love to see it, you know? Yeah, I would put out, man.
Do you remember when this game was a move game?
Yeah.
That was a long
It
time
was for
ago.
a very long time. I remember the conference for this, whatever PlayStation conference was that, and you could hear the
Yes.
people shouting out what move to make. Like that was
Yeah,
cool. That was
yeah.
a cool
That
moment.
was
That
cool.
that made me want to play this game so badly. Yeah, I love this. I struggle to not put this in platinum, Danny. I'll be honest. We could put it in gold if you want. It probably should be in gold,
Think
but
about overall everything.
I know, I know.
As much as I love it, I think it is gold. I don't think I can.
It's platinum in my heart, but go ahead, put it in gold.
I'm with you though. No,
Okay.
trust. You know how much me and you love.
I just gotta say
doing.
too, I cannot wait for the Quarry. I absolutely cannot wait for that game.
Come on. So I'm trying to go in order, but like I'll just kind of start picking things.
No, it's fine. 2014, you're just missing Infamous Second Son.
Was the next one I was gonna grab. So
Okay,
Infamous
cool.
Second Son.
Yeah, we can go to that one.
Looks super cool.
Yeah.
I didn't play it, but
I did. I've played quite a bit of this game. I almost platinumed it. There's one trophy holding me back. I forget what it was. I like this game. I like the Infamous games quite a bit. They feel really good. An original superhero idea is also very cool, especially nowadays. That would seem very cool, you know, with all the licensed IP we get. Yeah, Infamous is a very cool idea. This is the worst one of the Infamous games. They kind of do a lot with switching powers, and it doesn't work as well. And not all the powers feel as good as others, you know? You're kind of like the fucking Avatar in this. You can like, yeah, you switch through. You know, there's like a lava rock one, and then there's a like neon light where you're like, it's kind of like electricity, but not really type thing. And it's just not all those powers feel as great as they should.
How's the flying?
Can you fly in these games? You can't really fly. You just
like,
jump really high, and you can like move.
Okay.
The movement's fun. It's you know, a lot of wall running and stuff like that too. It's fun. It's a good game, especially at the time when we weren't getting so many open world games.
How's the world?
It's
Seattle,
cool.
right?
Yeah, it's Seattle on this one. It's actually very cool. My brother actually loves this game for some reason. He just really vibed with the story.
Troy Baker.
Yeah, Troy Baker and stuff like that. It's got a really cool like combating the government story because they're trying to like get people with superpowers. It feels like X-Men a little bit. Yeah, his character is just not as good as Cole was in Infamous 1 and 2. I don't know why. It just didn't end up being that good. But the story is probably better in both of those overall. I don't know. I'd put this in silver.
Silver? Okay.
Yeah.
What else? The Order 1886.
Another game I've never beaten, but I've played like half of.
Looked really cool.
Oh man, I was hyped at the
played it.
time because I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
PlayStation's making Gears of War. Great. Here we go
Once
again.
I got the reviews, I didn't play it.
No, it did not feel like Gears of War. The combat feels really bad. The shooting is pretty bad in this. Some of the guns are really cool looking, but
remember like the black bars like being really tight. Like
yeah, they try to make it very cinematic and like with the black bars going on. Yeah, and it doesn't work as well as you think. Beautiful game though, especially at the time. It was one of the best looking games for a while. But yeah, I mean this has to be in bronze. This is not a very good game.
Where in bronze?
Above Knack.
Killzone? Above Knack?
I'll put above Killzone too.
Above Killzone?
Yeah.
What else we got? I guess we
should be in 2015, which
yeah,
I'm trying to think. PlayStation exclusives 2015. I don't think they Bloodborne.
No. Yeah, I don't even. How is there not Bloodborne on this list?
And maybe they're just counting Sony owned ones. They didn't own Until Dawn though either.
Yeah, we could just. Yeah, I don't see it on here.
Okay, well we'll just do Bloodborne. We know what's next.
next.
Yeah. I think you could speak on this one more than I could. I've only played like a couple hours of this
15
game.
15 hours maybe.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. I mean, in terms of art direction, like I'd like to go back. God.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that rumored remaster or whatever, you know, at some point.
60 frames.
Yeah,
I want it to look better.
Exactly. I think at some point, I feel like that's a guarantee. We're gonna get something, an updated Bloodborne version of that. So I'm kind of just waiting for that, and then I'll go back and try this again.
I mean, I don't know. Is this just platinum?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know if I could put it there personally. I mean, Yeah, it kind of has to be, right? I mean, it is
I
considered.
think its art direction is just so.
Yeah, the art direction is very cool, and people love this one. I mean, I think before Elden Ring, now it would have been the highest FromSoft game on most
Yeah,
people's
it was my
rankings.
favorite gameplay. I
Yeah,
like the system of like trying to regain your health after you getting hit
yeah.
by being more aggressive. I think that was very smart. I would like to go back.
Yeah, I'm
I,
fine with platinum. I mean, I
okay.
know the game should be that high, and then maybe me and you will experience it in the not too distant
Yeah.
future, and then think it is that high. But yeah, sure, go low end platinum. I don't know if we even have anything in platinum thus far, but
We got a few games in 2016. We got we'll start with Ratchet and Clank, 2016.
oh,
Me
the
and you both
reboot.
really love that game.
I do really like that game. That game, I probably like that one more than Rift Apart. The more I think about it, at least I don't know if it's a better game than Rift Apart, but in my mind, I like it more in Rift Apart for sure. At least at the time, and that was my first Ratchet game as well. So
Me too.
maybe that had something to do with it. Yeah, I like this game. I'd probably go gold.
Yeah, behind Until Dawn.
Yeah, I'd go behind on
That's
that.
kind of how that's how I'm feeling. I don't. I think Knack 2 came out in 2016. I don't remember.
Knack 2 is 2017.
Okay,
You can
we'll
just
just
go
put it.
ahead and put it in bronze.
I'll put it in front of Knack 1.
Sure, we could
No,
do
you know
that.
what? Put it behind it. Put it behind.
You know, just because they added that too, you know?
Yeah,
Just because
you
they
made
had
it
the fucking
worse.
audacity to make a sequel, you know?
You made it worse. What else we got? The Last Guardian game I did not play.
Ooh, I did not play this either.
Okay, we'll put it in I didn't play then.
Okay. Oh, there's a tier for that. Great. Yeah, no, I always
Uncharted.
heard the dog controlled like shit, so I was like, I ain't fucking doing
Yeah,
that.
Uncharted 4,
Ooh, I love Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4
best,
is my favorite Uncharted.
the best one.
Yeah,
Easily.
I agree. I agree.
Wow.
This is platinum. This is the highest one we got thus far, for sure. Love the
Yeah,
gameplay of this. Absolutely love the story. And not many game series can make a good ending, and they did.
and they did.
And they
100%.
fucking did 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I think that might be. Yeah,
2016? Yeah, that's all I can
yeah.
remember.
2017, we
All
got
right.
Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Ooh, okay. Starting off with that one. I really like Lost Legacy as well.
Platinum.
Yeah,
Right behind
platinum.
Uncharted 4.
Yep, I'm with
Easy.
you 100%.
We got Persona 5.
Oh,
I mean, I think it's platinum solely on music and art style.
sure.
Better than most
I
games that
agree
have
it's
ever been
platinum.
made.
It's a great game. I don't like it as much as
I just think it's too
into
long.
a platinum. Yeah, exactly.
It's just too much. It's too bloated. It needs to be shorter. I know that
Yeah, I
play it.
I have that same
They
problem too, but it's just like I like long games too. Like me and you just beat Elden Ring, no problem.
It's
You know
just
what I
because it's
mean?
bloated.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
yeah,
Elden Ring didn't feel bloated.
yeah. Good point. Okay.
This game is just bloated. But yeah,
So with
I
that
feel
being said, I would go highest gold tier. Not quite platinum. I do
well,
really like the music
music
and
and
art
art
style.
style are so much better than everyone else.
Does that get it? That doesn't get it above Until Dawn for me though.
I like it more than Until Dawn. But
You like
we
Persona
can go.
5 more than Until Dawn?
Oh yeah,
Really? Interesting. Yeah, I
we
do
can
not.
go. We can go behind Until Dawn. I'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Persona. You're forgetting
Detroit.
Horizon
Detroit.
Zero Dawn. Detroit is
Yeah, I was getting
2018.
there. Detroit 2018. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to Horizon.
Oh,
Horizon
okay.
Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn. This is platinum all day. I love this fucking
Platinum.
game. Yeah.
Definitely platinum.
It's interesting. I have a different perspective of the whole series now after 2 came out. Because it was like such a cool new world.
Yeah.
When Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and this game just felt fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I remember
100.
seeing this game at that E3 conference, and I was like,
Oof.
"What is this?" You know? It's
Oof.
like this looks new. This looks great. This new IP. I was so excited before this game came out. I was like honestly, I don't know why. I was like more excited for this game, more than any other game right before this came
For
out.
sure.
I just
That
don't
was
know.
great.
Yeah, just because it was a new IP and it just looked so unique and cool at the time. And then the game came out and it was fucking awesome. I loved it. You know. Looking back on it now, I think Aloy doesn't control that well, especially after comparing it to 2 and getting that retrospective. You know,
I mean, it's time and place though.
yeah, exactly, time and place. I mean, personally, I'm going the highest one possible.
I can't put it above Uncharted 4.
I'm fine putting it below Uncharted 4. But
Like,
in my heart, I like it
Uncharted
more than
4's
Uncharted 4.
story is
Uncharted 4
just-
is, yeah, I agree. Uncharted 4 is the better game.
So where is that? We're gonna put it behind.
Yeah, you can go behind Uncharted 4. That's fine.
What was that? We'll just do Detroit next.
Okay.
As well.
Detroit Become Human, 2018. Trying to think if
think
we're forgetting anything in 2017. I
Um,
don't think so.
Not that I see.
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
Drive Club, but I didn't even. I
fuck
wouldn't even
that.
do Drive Club.
Yeah, no.
There's
That's
some
fine.
games here that we are not doing. I'm just
Yeah,
throwing
that's fine. Any driving games or whatever, don't do that.
yeah.
What was the game then? Detroit.
Detroit Become Human,
Okay.
which I love the branching paths. I think technically this game is awesome. I
Yeah,
love the look of this
looked
game. I
beautiful at
love
the time.
Connor's story.
Yeah.
Connor and I forget the cop's name.
I do too. Yeah.
But Mr. Krabs. I love Connor and Mr. Krabs. Their relationship was the best part of the game. I kind of wish it was more than just those two.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember much of the other people's stories. I remember the girl's story a little bit with that other little girl.
Well, the other guy
like
was
that.
just Jesus.
Oh yeah. He was just
it was
Jesus.
just
You're right.
a Jesus story.
Just Jesus. It's okay. It was a generic story at parts.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. And
for me, it's about the technical aspect of the game and the like how branching everything could be.
Yeah. There was a lot of cool branching off and stuff like that. It did have a lot of different endings. I remember looking that up on YouTube and seeing the different endings and stuff. There was a lot of stuff you could branch off to. I'd probably go lowest gold tier or high silver.
So, is it better than Infamous?
Yeah, it's better than Infamous.
Okay. Then is it better than Ratchet?
It is not better than Ratchet.
I don't like it more.
Yeah.
So we'll put it high silver. We'll put it high silver.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
So we're still in 2018, right? Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, the remake. Okay.
The remake.
Interesting.
Come on,
I like this remake.
I think this is. I'll be the first one on this.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Horizon.
Think it's better than Horizon? I do
100%.
not think this game's better than Horizon.
I don't think it necessarily controls, but I think the world is so cool and eerie.
Sure.
I love the story, even though it isn't so front and center.
Yeah, I mean, it had a really awesome ending, right? Like that last cutscene is like jaw dropping, right?
Yeah. I love seeing the different designs of these bosses. Some are not as good as others.
Yeah, it's just the controls for me that would hold it back for that, and then
it's not
obviously
bad,
lack of story. Yeah, it could be better, especially in an actual remake. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit better, but this was my first time playing this game as well, so It looked absolutely beautiful at the time too.
Yeah.
I
would put it above Horizon, but I could see an argument.
Sure, I would go below Lost Legacy personally.
Oof.
So I'm fine to make an arrangement with you to put it above Lost Legacy.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
That hurts.
Okay. It's good. It's a great game.
Yeah. We got the King Daddy. He's coming.
Boy.
Boy. Where's Boy at?
Boy. This is number one easy. This is all day. I mean,
I think it is a conversation with Uncharted, and that's because of it.
Sure.
Because I just love Uncharted 4 so much.
I do too.
But,
I think this game is just the compass of gameplay and story coming together and really becoming something magical. Like, this world is so cool, especially being introduced to this when they rebooted the whole series and then going back in and then the connections back to the last trilogy and stuff like that. I love everything about it. The way they were able to make Kratos an actual like good character in this, you know, and not just a guy with a single emotion. It's fucking incredible. Atreus is such a great character too, especially for a kid. The performances out of both of them are awesome.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't think gets sucked off with this game is the gameplay. I think the gameplay is fantastic in this game. For third-person melee combat, I think it's up there with all of them. I think it feels fantastic to play.
I think my only complaint is not that it feels bloated. I just think it's a
little what?
I think that a little too long.
Okay. Yeah, that part.
Just for what it is, I feel like it's I don't know where you'd really cut things down, you know? Maybe just...
It felt like such a good, like, tight story, though, to me. And it doesn't feel like this, like, grand thing, either. It just kind of feels like a thing, like a beginning going off, you know? And, you know, because, like, you don't, like, meet Odin and Thor in this one and stuff like that. And it's just, leading up to it, too, it was just so unexpected. Like, you really had no idea what was going on in this game. They did a really good job with trailers of, like, not telling you what the story actually was. Like, all you really knew is you're carrying your mom's ashes up this mountain. Like, that's really all you knew heading into it, and it becomes so much more than that throughout the story.
Yeah. I know we don't have much time. We'll try to go through
Spider-Man. I mean, fuck, man.
Dudes. I'll start it again. I'm putting it above Horizon.
I'm fine with this. I will concede to this one.
Horizon is kind of that bar. More. If you could be above Horizon,
you're a great game.
You know,
I would. Yeah. Do we put this above Uncharted 4, Daniel?
That's the question.
Better gameplay. I'm not sure if it's a better story.
It's a very good story.
It is a very good
I
story.
don't know
Very
if
good
it's
Spider-Man story. I don't think it's quite on Uncharted's 4 level, but the
yeah.
gameplay is so fucking good in
I
Spider-Man
know.
that
I
you
didn't
might.
fast travel. I swung everywhere.
Yeah, because it was just so fun. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
game you can just put on and just play and have a great
Swing
time.
around.
You know, yeah, you don't even have to have an
It's a
objective.
little Daniel. It's the only platinum I have.
It's the only one, yeah.
Spider-Man.
Good one to get, right?
Yeah.
It was very fun to just run around that city and go
I'll
around
let
and
you
do
make
everything.
the choice with Uncharted 4. I would say no, but you can put it above. I'll give you the choice.
I'm gonna say put it above because there's gonna be a Naughty Dog game that's above that.
Ooh. What else? 2018. Now we're to 2019, which really their only big thing was Death Stranding, right?
Days Gone,
That's not on here, but Death Stranding.
Concrete Genie as well.
Okay, we can. I'll let you put those two.
Okay, Days Gone.
Death Stranding.
Let's do Days Gone. Okay, great. Because I just want to shit on this game because Sims ain't here. This game sucks.
It's in. I would say that's in silver.
Yeah, put it in silver. Put it. What's the lowest one we have as silver?
It's Infamous.
Okay, above Infamous. What's the next
Detroit.
one? Detroit.
Yeah.
I would not put it above Detroit.
Okay, we'll put it.
Put below Detroit. Okay, there you go. Suck on that, Sims.
Concrete Genie now.
Concrete Genie. I love Concrete Genie.
Sure.
Yeah, not very good gameplay wise, but had a very fun element of painting the walls with the controller. Yeah, it was a cool game. Had a very cool story. Very kid friendly type of story about dealing with like bullies and shit like that. It was a very good story. I like this game a lot. I'd probably go top of silver on this one.
Okay, sure. Then we got Death Stranding, which I think is a very interesting game. I know that I want to go through and like maybe experience everything, like just maybe go watch the movie version of this game.
Yeah.
But like I think it's really awesome this game got made and that Sony funded this game because it's super weird.
Sure.
And I think we just need more weird things.
Yeah, it's a very unique game from a AAA perspective. It does not work for me at all. I did not.
Sure.
I found it very boring. And I just couldn't.
I love the musical moments and what I played.
Yeah, the musical moments were very cool. I just there was not a lot of engagement for me. I just felt like the walking was just a bit too tedious for me, and that kind of stuff just bored the shit out of me. So
I thought top of silver.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Norman Reedus, good performance. So
I didn't mean to interrupt you. You thought that what?
I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. I just I did not like Death Stranding. Not my game. Not my cup of tea.
We have 3 more games. This is gonna be tough. We'll go in order too. Final Fantasy VII remake. Baby,
I forgot we're
Final
counting this.
Fantasy VII remake. I'm putting it on.
Where are you putting it?
I'm putting it on this list.
Oh, okay.
But for me, oof.
It's funny. I like this game even more looking back on it. I feel like I didn't appreciate it as much as I do now at the time of playing it.
The question is it better or is it above God of War? That's my question.
Oh, really? You're that high? Okay.
That's my question.
I definitely don't think.
Okay, I'm gonna put it above Spider-Man. That's where
you're putting it above Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I would go behind Uncharted 4 personally. I love all 4 of those games too, but like it's just Well, actually, I would put it below Horizon if I'm being honest. But yeah, I know Horizon I would have somewhere. I would say below Uncharted 4. That would be. I'm
gonna concede to you. Where do you want it?
Man, it is a great game though. Like it is. The gameplay is top fucking notch in this game.
These characters, dude. The music.
Yeah. You know what? Go above Uncharted.
Okay.
We'll go there. It's in the top 3 right now.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Let's do Ghost first. No, okay.
We'll do Ghost.
Okay,
I already said it, but it's fine.
You said it.
We do Ghost. We could do Ghost first.
Yeah, do Ghost first. We'll cap this off.
This is another one I think that gets better with time.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people talk about this game like I seem to talk about Horizon. Like a lot of people really love Ghost of Tsushima, and to me, it was a good game, a great game even. But it was just another open world game that came out, and it was fun. I had a good time with the story, but it doesn't stick out as like great to me.
Mm-hmm. It definitely gets better over time for me.
Yeah, like I like a lot of stuff. Like the wind effect was very cool. The story was very cool. The different stances and stuff like that was actually all really fun. But to me, this was just a really, really good Assassin's Creed game, you know,
Yes.
or old school Assassin's Creed.
Probably one of the best ones.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, and that was really fun to have. Can't wait for the sequel. But I would probably go lowest platinum, maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Either that or top of gold.
Yeah, I'd
It's
be
like,
fine with either of those. What
like,
do we have? Top of gold?
Top of gold was Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Yeah, go one above Until Dawn.
Yeah, so we'll just put a bottom plat.
Okay, cool.
And then the Last of Us.
Last of Us Part 2. All right, so you said it's your number one.
I already said where it is.
It's between this and God of War, I think. Looking back on the whole generation of like what is the best. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's better than God of War. It might be though. Gameplay's fantastic in this one. The story is fucking amazing. It's the best story of all these games, I think, for sure.
Definitely it would be a conversation, but
yeah, I mean, I would put this and Red Dead 2 as the best stories of last gen.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Red Dead 2.
Yeah, but I think this is right up there. You know,
definitely up there.
The gameplay, it's just so intense and stuff like that too.
Naughty Dog definitely stepped it up with their gameplay.
For sure, yeah, because it just feels great to play. It's a great third-person shooter, and it has like such a unique, intense vibe to it. You know, like when people are running at you like that, like you don't really get that out of a lot of different games.
Yeah, it's impactful.
Yeah,
like every hit you feel it.
Scary too. I'm gonna go behind God of War. I think God of War is just a little bit better. I think God of War was probably the game of the generation last year or last gen, and
Red Dead 2.
I think it's just slightly. Yeah, I know the 2018 argument, right? It all comes back to that. It's funny that it comes back to that year, right? Yeah. Such a good year too. But yeah, I would go behind God of War.
I keep conceding to you, but
we can rock paper scissors for it.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay. I'll concede to you. It's fun.
Okay, great.
I think I went out of.
You went blurry, but that's okay. Because this is the end of the episode anyways. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to us at youtube.com/nerdicgods. Also subscribe to us on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you'd like to say?
Be good to each other.
Good to each other.
Bye.
All right, bye. Thanks. Twitter was bought by Elon Musk. We didn't mention that, but I don't know what that means. Okay, bye.